So, do you need to learn how to learn? Hi everyone, welcome back to the Creative Exploration series. This week I wanted to talk about the idea of learning how to learn, or basically making the education process a lot more efficient. Now the process for this, for me anyway, it came to me while I was learning how to make apple pie. The first step, I used canned apples and I used a pre-rolled crust. And that allowed me to learn basically the basics of how to bake stuff. The second step, I learned how to make the filling, but I still used a pre-rolled crust. And then the third step, I basically made everything from scratch. Now this process was important to me because it allowed me to learn one thing at a time. If I had gone into this with the ideas like, okay, well first I need to make the filling and then the crust and then I need to bake it all, and it would just be way too overwhelming for me, especially when I was just kind of learning how to do baking. But when I was able to break apart all those steps into independent things, it was much, much easier for me to understand that I needed to do this step first, this step second, and understand the more intricate fundamentals of each step as well. Now, I think that this is also important when it comes to learning basically anything. Like apple pie was for me just kind of the thing that made me realize what I was doing. But when I was learning music theory, I wanted to focus on chords, or I wanted to focus on scales. And I was able to break apart all of the minutia and just focus on one thing at a time. And I think that that's very, very important to understand that you can focus on one thing at a time and still make progress forward in your education. And I think that this also goes back to the planning ahead video that I did a little while ago. It allows you to break apart your learning, and that allows you to make a big schedule of the learning that you want to do and roughly how long it'll take, and it'll allow you to make your learning far, far more efficient. So this is a bit of a shorter video today, but I really wanted to express this idea because it's been rattling around in my head for a while and I wanted to get it out there. Do you have any thoughts on this, or do you have any tricks or tips on how to iterate your learning? I would love to hear them in the comments below. Again, thank you so much for watching this series, and I'll see you in the next one. Be remarkable. As always, this series is supported by these fabulous Patreon subscribers. Thank you so much for continuing the Creative Exploration series.